call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Charles Radtke takes on David Frunza this Saturday on the main card of UFC Fight Night. And this is going to be a fun fight between these guys. You know, Charles Radtke likes to stand and bang. Has some good performances in the UFC, some knockouts. 10-5 though, 35 years old. 5'9", 72-inch reach, moving up to welterweight. Used to be a lightweight, taking on Daniel Frunza, who is looking to get his first win in the UFC. Going to be the taller guy, 6'1", 73-inch reach, 9-3. So 31 years old, still in his prime. So I think this will be an interesting matchup. You know, this will kind of determine where these guys land in the UFC. If Radtke's gonna, you know, make something of his career, or if Daniel Frunza is gonna, you know, kind of be able to keep his job in this one. So both guys coming off of losses. Frunza by doctor stoppage to Rhys McKee, where he had this, you know, huge cut in his lip. His eye was swollen shut, and he's just an absolute dog, I think. You know, he was dropped on the Dana White's Contender Series, able to kind of outlast and finish that guy. He was dropped 3, maybe 4 times in his fight with Rhys McKee, but gutted it out and started to see some success in that fight before it was called off. He's younger than Radtke, going to be 4 inches taller, have a 1-inch reach advantage. But I like Radtke's pressure. You know, I like his tenacity, his experience against the better guys, his willingness to engage, push into the pocket. He's able to kind of slide in and out of the pocket and stay defensively responsible while keeping consistent pressure on guys. And I liked his aggression versus Carlos Prates. You know, he was eating shots, still pushing forward, looks to mix in his takedowns, not just looking to strike. And he starts quick, looking to be the aggressor, and that's the same style that he was able to get Matthew Semelsberger out of there within a minute in their fight. But he kind of pays for this style at times, paid for it in his last fight against Malott. And Frunza was finished by Rhys McKee in his last fight, who historically doesn't have the most power or finishing potential. He was dropped before that by what was his name? Vadim Kutsi, a guy who doesn't have the most clean striking. You know, caught him with an uppercut that he, you know, threw from his hip. So dropped and choked out on the regional scene before that. And I just think he took a lot of damage in his last fight against a guy in McKee who, you know, hasn't seen that kind of success in the UFC. You know, McKee's 1-5 in the UFC, and Frunza's going up against a guy in Daniel Radtke who's, you know, he's a powerful striker. He has a really nasty left hook that's got like no tell on it, no setup, just kind of places it perfectly on guys. And I think he'll see success with his hands in this one. Hurt Frunza with the left hook, the same punch that kind of started it all for Rhys McKee, dropped him with a left hook. The same punch that Radtke caught Urbina with like twice in that fight, the same one that he hurt Blood Diamond with. I like Radtke's jab. I think he throws he throws behind his jab very well, and we saw McKee having a lot of success with his jab against David Frunza. I think that Radtke, he feints very well. He pressures guys back to the fence intelligently, you know, cuts off his opponents. He was going tit for tat with Prates in that fight before he got kneed to the body. So I think Radtke will have to watch out for the hand speed of Frunza, his power, the leg kicks. But I like his UFC experience. I like his aggression. I like his attitude, his striking, and I think it'll be enough to get this one done over Daniel Frunza, who just hasn't really been tested. We haven't really seen him prove himself as of yet, whereas Charles Radtke, you know, he's had some good performances in the UFC. He's got some good experience against some really good guys. So I'm going to go with Charles Radtke to get this one done. I think he'll be able to get Daniel Frunza out of there within the distance. Thanks.